Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you travel along with me to see some of these interesting sights. Like, what is this? I have no idea what this is. But today we're going to explore an undiscovered cave, or at least previously undiscovered by me. And while we're at it, we're going to see any of the wildlife that we see along the way, like these quail, these scaled quail here. All right, so you can see a hole kind of right on that rock right here. But what you possibly can't see, there's a more gnarly hole up here. It looks partly doable, but it's more of a scramble than you would think just from the Well, there are definitely some signs of life up here, and I've almost made it. I'll show you the entrance when I get far enough to show that in the view. Just to put it in perspective, I came from down there somewhere. This is probably the most elevation I've gained to get to a natural opening like what you see over my shoulder over here. I'm gonna go check it out and see what's in there. Sometimes on YouTube I watch this guy called Desert Drifter. He talks about how perilous it is to get to some of the places he went to. This was pretty challenging, and I'm just wearing sandals as usual. Check it out. So it was challenging, but with sandals, you just watch your step a lot more closely. Anyway, I'm gonna hang out in the shade and cool off a little bit before recomposing and heading back down. Aside from the scaled quail, this beautiful wren was one of the only other creatures that I was able to witness while I was on this desert trek. Usually there'll be a whole lot more wildlife. Times have been kind of challenging for everything out there as of late, though. I could see a lot of evidence of animals using that shelter up there, but not a whole lot of evidence of humans having occupied that rock shelter. It also looks like maybe it just has naturally started collapsing from the ceiling, and that's what caused the opening. Maybe that even happened more recently. But on the same note, there was that little pile of rocks right at the entrance that looks like it was piled up almost purposefully. Like maybe people did stay there at some point in time in the past. So that was one of the more steep and challenging climbs I've done yet. A little bit precarious. I'm almost back at the level ground area. But before I go back to the bottom of where I started, I might as well check out this opening over my shoulder as well. Much easier to get to, but not quite as large as the other one. So now that I've checked those out, I'm gonna head back towards the vehicle, and maybe I'll check out a few of the highlights that I missed along the way, that I put off in the event that it took so much energy that
it would have kept me from getting up there. So I'm pretty much tapped out for today. But again, if there's anything I pass that's on the way back, I'm gonna check it out.
So you can for sure tell this was stacked by people, person, something. Here's some more on the other side. Little rock shelter of some sort. Wasn't able to tell earlier if some of this was rock art or not. I'm still not able to tell.